Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, anybody with any sort of religious bent will resonate with this particular statement. There's nobody that can dull the shine of somebody that has been anointed by God. This is something that anybody of any religion would recognize and appreciate. So with that guys, I bring you this. Ambode trends again as Lagosians accuse Sanwo Olu of non-performance. So that's the headline. Ambode trends again as Lagosians accuse Sanwo Olu of a non-performance. So this is now Ambode that Tinubu knifed in the back, and replaced with this Sanwo Olu element. But then, of course, the state of Lagos is now responding to this new boy of Tinubu. So now here is the body of the story. It is safe to say Lagosians are now missing former Governor Ambode. For the umpteenth time, the former Lagos State Governor is trending on social media. Residents in Nigeria's mega city say incumbent Babajide Sanwo Olu has been nothing but a disaster. Former Lagos State Governor Ambode is in the news again, but for the right reasons this time. So this is an Adenekon Mayowa. Adenekon Mayowa is the first commentator. The only offense Ambode committed was blocking the chances of entitled politicians and directing all funds through his office. He inherited a Lagos flourishing in debt acquired by the past two governors before him. The man didn't go borrowing. He only tried to manage funds. So this is now what this person has to say in support of Ambode. Ambode's ouster by All Progressive Congress APC influential chieftains paved the way for little-known Babajide Sanwo Olu, who emerged as Lagos State Governor. So here's another commentator, Olokaba Mohammed is this commentator. Olokaba Mohammed, that's the handle of this person. The Godfathers sold the idea that Ambode wasn't working to Lagos people and they bought it. The craziest thing was that Ambode was actually trying to wrestle Lagos from Godfatherism. Shebi, the so-called LAWMA, so that's Loma, is back. Has Lagos stopped smelling? Una never jam. So this is now what this person is now saying in support again. 4 months into his tenure, it is complaints galore from Lagosians as many say the incumbent governor is practically aloof. So here's another commentator, the son of man is the name of this person, that's the handle. The decision to replace Ambode with Sanwo Olu just because he wasn't going to particularly lick Tinubu's boot was ridiculous from day one, but it looks more horrendous as the days go by. The same intellectual Lagos, and this is a question mark with alarm as well, so exclamation and question marks galore on this comment. So this guy is now saying effectively that you have replaced this brilliant guy with this nondescript guy. And you guys will recall, anybody following this channel will recall that when this Sanwo Olu came in and he was going around bus stops and going around the streets with cameramen pointing at downfall drivers driving on the wrong side of the street and effectively effecting a governor's arrest. When he was doing all this for the photo opportunities, I was saying then that this guy is an actor more than anything else, that there's nothing to come out of this guy because he immediately struck me as a dunce, and I called him out then. And I'll put a link to that video that I did then so that you guys will not come and call me a liar. So I'd already spotted this guy as a fraud all the way through, especially from that singular stunt that he pulled, going around bus stops to do Rambo so that they can call him action governor when he was only 3 weeks into a tenure, when he should be reading and studying all the documents of all the parastatals to see how we can have best effect. And this guy is instead going around bus stops, arresting doubtful drivers for driving in the wrong direction, as though that is what the expectation is from a governor. So this guy, this Sanwo Olu, of course, is a chancer and an opportunist, and Ambode, by the way, called him out during that election election when he said, look, this guy had incidents of psychiatric abnormalities when he had to be detained in a unit for treatment. And fair enough, this is not aspersions on mental health, because everybody carries a degree of some form of mental health or the other. We are all a little bit cray-cray. There's a little bit of something wrong with all of us in some ways. But this guy especially had gone into a unit, and he also, Ambode that is, indicated that this guy also has histories, and there's rumors of substance abuse. So all of these things were all of the things that Ambode was saying about this guy then in the throes of the battle for that Lagos state seat then. But then you will say that that's just politicking and mud slinging. But then of course now this dullard, slow-paced and somewhat erratic approach of this Sanwo Olu sent you back then to those comments that Ambode was making in the throes of the elections then, and then you are then trying to see if there's a link now between this guy who is a bit of a weirdo, this Sanwo Olu funny guy, is a bit of a very odd fellow. So you are then trying to draw that link between this oddness that we are now seeing placed on the greatest city effectively in Nigeria, because Lagos is the greatest city in Nigeria. You are trying to then see if there's a juxtaposition between what Ambode was saying then and what we are seeing now. The non-performance, the erratic behavior, the dancing around in RCCG, and all these clownish little antics that this guy is always pulling like a stuntman. An actor is how I described him, and an actor is what is now turning out to be in the Lagos state seat. And the last place you want an actor is in the seat of Lagos, because it's just too important for Nigeria and even the whole of the African continent for you to have a clown in charge of Lagos state. So we carry on. On Tuesday, October the 8th, up until morning of Wednesday, October the 9th, Ambode was trending on microblog site Twitter. This is another tweet geared towards Ambode. Oba of Nigeria is the name of this handle. So this is the commentator, Oba of Nigeria. Oh, so residents of Lagos now compare Ambode to Sanwo Olu and realize what was lost. Laugh out loud. Honeymoon is over, and Oyo State will soon be grateful for Ajimobi's 8 years too. So that's what this person has to say. Laugh out loud. Honeymoon is over, and Oyo State will soon be grateful for Ajimobi's 8 years too. So I agree with the first half of that, but I do not agree with that Ajimobi comment, because Ajimobi, of course, was a total failure in Oyo State. And this Makinde that we have in Oyo State now has hit the ground running. There's nothing that comes out of that guy that is not impressive. He immediately declared his assets. Everybody knows what he owns before he came into power. So he's then able to declare his assets when he's leaving power, so then we can compare and contrast. And some of the decisions that he has been making in Oyo State are right with reasoning and common sense. So there's really no parallel to be drawn between the two situations, because Makinde, of course, is an exceptionally brilliant man who Obasanjo has even acknowledged, and Sanwo Olu is a clown, and everybody knows this. So there's no parallels to be drawn then. Actually, the parallel to be drawn is between this Makinde and Ambode, because they align more, they mesh more in terms of performance and outlook and presentation than Sanwo Olu. There's no parallel to be drawn between Makinde and Sanwo Olu, because Sanwo Olu, of course, is a dunce, and Makinde is an exceptionally gifted man. So no parallels to be drawn there. So let's see what else is going on here. Lagosians are suggesting that it was a mistake to have traded Ambode for Sanwo Olu, who many say have not performed to their expectation. So he's never going to perform to their expectation. Of course, you can take that from me, and you're hearing that here first. This guy is a clown and an actor. I called him out immediately he came into office, and I'm calling him out again, and I'll continue to call him out, because this guy is just going to be a complete disaster for the whole of Lagos State. A complete dunce who will leave his house, go to Bodilion to go and get his instruction for the day, and then go to his office. This is how Lagos State is going to be run run. So he's now being run by proxy by Tinubu, who is of course not the governor, a private citizen who is only out to serve his own interest. So this is now how Lagos State will run effectively for the next 4 years. And there's no stopping this guy. There's no getting rid of Sanwo Olu, of course, because all of the structures of Lagos State belongs to Tinubu. The state assembly belongs to Tinubu. All of the members of that state assembly were effectively put in position by Tinubu. All of the local government areas in Lagos State belong to Tinubu. He chose all of the people sitting in the seats in all of the local governments effectively. The transport union, which is the real military arm of Lagos State, the thugs, the Agberos, the Kilonshele people, MC Oluomo, they belong to Tinubu. So all of the apparatus of Lagos State belongs to Tinubu. And of course, now the Lagos State governor also belongs to Tinubu, because as I said, this Sanwo Olu fella will leave his home, drive to Bodilon to go and take his instruction for the day, and then go to his office and carry out the instruction that Tinubu has given him at Bodilon. So this is how Lagos State is now being run. So there's no hope for that state now. It's effectively just hold your breath for the next 4 years, and hopefully this guy does not completely wreck it, this Sanwo Olu character. Conversations in the comment section. Have we entered one chance with this Sanwo Olu and his godfather is effectively what I am asking. This Sanwo Olu and Tinubu double act, is it effectively a one chance ride for the Lagosians and the Nigerian states? This is the question. But before you come answer that question in the comment section, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what you are making of the goings on in the Lagos state, and especially the results for this Sanwo Olu so far. He's been there long enough for us to assess him, and the assessment from Lagosians is an F9. But how are you assessing him? Come tell me all this in the comment section. So I'll leave you here, join you in the comment section. But here I say peace.